Thanks for watching our new video. We're at the Piano Solutions Workshop. Last time I presented you the tool that's in the front of you that eliminate curve of the strings that's happen when you put in new strings, and it's created on a capo bar. This tool basically can work really good, but the question of the technician was what kind of pressure I'm supposed to apply in order to eliminate it. And that's a really complicated question. I don't know what to answer you, how many pounds to apply this. But the thing is that I create this tool just to improve the whole concept of this thing. Compare with the old one when the technician used the hook to pull the string, and they make a damage on the string like this. With this device, at least it can kind of more control. But again, it's really hard to answer what kind of pressure you're supposed to apply. I know for sure that if you apply 200 pounds, you definitely create some damage, mostly not on the strings, but on this unit. And it's opened some other questions related to this tool, like what kind of pressure we're supposed to apply to the screw, or just a torque, what kind of torque we have to apply it. And it's opened the question, of course, what kind of pressure we're supposed to apply for our tuning hammer in order to make it right position of the pins. We can talk about the pressure on the jacks that support the pin block, how much pressure you have to apply to the hammer head when you restring the piano. All these questions probably you never get an answer, and in order to get the answer, at least some kind of acceptable answer, we have to set the experiment. Like I brought some models here that I did like 20 years ago, that this model was designed to research some wear on the parts of the grand action. And as you see, I copied the model of the Steinway with all these features, with the strings and you see pin block and of course stack. Here is the solenoids that move the key constantly, and at that time I used them like 13 million times in order to achieve some goal in questioning what's where happened on this instrument. And this unit can give you the answers on how to regulate the action to get the best repetition. And that's how you have to research any questions that's happened during process of restoration. We need to concentrate in our PTG, of course, research on the inertia of the piano. Inertia is a very complicated thing. We can, of course, understand what it is, but we need to calculate it and get the tool that can measure it right away from touching the keys on the different pianos. It's a big project, but it can be done. Another big project, of course, the voicing thing. Before we stick a needle into the hammerhead, we have to understand what we're doing. And these fine fibers, and then we penetrate it with a needle. It's a pretty brutal operation, but that's the only what we have now. And we need to make a research on the areas of the hammerhead, where is the stretching areas, where the compression, and create some kind of test on a different location by using some devices. That can be done, of course, but it needs a little bit concentrated. Anyway, there are a lot of questions in the piano industry that no answer. And that's a very good question regarding the pressure on this tool, that nobody gives you the answer. That's relied on the sensitivity of the technicians, of their skills, of their experience. And of course, if you be closer to me, I probably tell you, and show you how to do it. But in order to kind of get a uniform understanding of this process, we definitely need certain efforts of our PTG members to certain experiments and make it just more simple that everybody understand it. And of course, I'll be glad later on to share with my research, personal research, and I'll be glad if somebody join to these researches, make their own decisions, how to set the experiments, what they prefer for researching, what kind of tools or what kind of models to make it, and that's all help us. Anyway, I really appreciate for feedback, for people asking this question, and I hope that together we find a way how to do it, what kind of pressure to apply, or maybe we make the tool that can make it for us with this artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best.